Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Todd Champion and this is Camping with Champion, and I am currently at this rest area just off of Interstate I-59 right outside of Birmingham, Alabama, and tonight we're going to be camping in the middle of the interstate. So I've got my bag on, I'm ready to go. I'm just trying to keep an eye out because there is some people working here at this rest area, so I don't want them to see me parking my vehicle and then walking off with this giant bag on. So I'm just looking for an opening and then we're going to get going. I'm going to walk down the interstate and then I'm going to cross over the interstate and get in the middle, in the median, and then we're going to find a spot to camp there tonight. So with that said, let's get going. So I've been waiting around for the perfect time to go, and honestly I don't think it's ever going to get completely cleared out of people. So I'm just starting to walk. Probably looks weird, I'm sure, if anyone just saw me leave my truck there and take off walking towards the interstate, but that's what I'm doing. It's gonna be loud tonight, that's for sure. So I'm just gonna keep walking along the side here until I get a break in the traffic. And once I get a good break, I'm gonna run across. Man, there's a lot of traffic. So far, it's not been a good enough break for me to run across. It'll happen eventually though, I just got to be ready for it. Okay, here we go. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. There's just no way to do this without someone seeing you. So I just went for it. Oh, there's some mud. Okay. So, here's the... I'm going to get in these woods so that people will stop staring at me. So this looks like a crossover. The cops probably use it, I'm guessing, to be able to switch over to the other side of the interstate quickly. This is not where we're going to stay tonight. This is way too out in the open. Plus I don't want to risk a cop pulling up on me in the middle of the night. So we're going to get off into these woods. I've only got about probably 40 minutes till it gets dark. I'm going to have to find a spot pretty quick. It's just, I may put my pack and the camera down. This could be the spot if necessary, but I would like a little bit more coverage because I can be seen on both sides pretty easily, but honestly most people are not staring off into the median when they're driving down the interstate at 70 miles an hour. So okay, let me get this bag off. Come on guys, I found a new spot. I hope you can hear me talking. It is so loud out here, and I still haven't replaced the wireless microphones that I lost. Just haven't had the money yet. But usually this camera picks up really good audio with the, I have a Rode mic on top. But hopefully you can hear me over all the traffic. I don't think it's gonna get any quieter, honestly. It may get even louder. So I found a pretty decent flat area, but there's one giant log in the middle of it. I'm gonna try and get that up and get rid of it. And then I'm gonna set up this tent. It's actually my kids' tent. We paid $10 for it on Facebook Marketplace. It's not that stealthy, but I do have a camo netting or a camo tarp thing that I'm gonna throw over the top of it. The camo is really green though, so I don't know how much that's gonna help because everything is really brown out here right now. But I'm gonna get this set up before it gets dark. That wasn't so bad actually. The ground is actually really wet under these leaves, so I was going to rake the leaves off of my area, but I'm just going to leave them there because the ground is really wet underneath there. So that took me about 5 minutes to set up, super fast. So I'm going to put that netting on there and then we'll see what it looks like. Okay, I'm done with the camo netting. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it helped one bit. It looks so bad. Here you go. There she is. The Firefly Kids Outdoor Tent. Look, I never claimed to be great at doing this. I just do it, okay? Hopefully that'll get us through the night. I mean, honestly, yeah, I don't even know what to say. That's what we got. That's what we're working with. Gonna get my sleeping pad inflated. And this is the sleeping bag I brought. I actually got this bag from Mr. Beast. I did the 2,000 people compete for $5 million video that just came out. We stayed in the Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. He gave us all these sleeping bags and we camped out on the turf for 3 days while we competed in that video. It's rated for 40 to 60 degrees. It's supposed to get in the 40s tonight. I get very cold easily. So I'm still gonna be cold. This is just a Walmart bag, but it's what I brought, so it's what we're gonna use. Let me get that mat inflated and get my bag set up in here. I had to pull my hoodie off. I'm sweating. It's like 50 something degrees right now. It's been so cold here lately. This has been the first chance I've had to get out and get a camp done, so super thankful for that. It's gonna be cold again next week and I hate cold weather, so I don't know what I'm gonna do for the next camp, but I'll figure something out. I wanted to show you this. I got this thing. It inflates stuff, and since we're out here in the middle of the interstate, I don't really have to be quiet. So I'm gonna use this to inflate my pad. It is pretty loud, you can hear. Like that is super loud, but I don't really have to worry about it out here. So I'm gonna use this to inflate my pad. I've never used it before. I paid like, I wanna say $10 for it on Amazon. So I'm just gonna check this out. This could be cool for other things too. It has all these different attachments that go on here for different things. This one, get back on there. Oh man. This one. Come on, focus. There you go. That one. Oh no, I dropped it. Charging cable. There's a bunch of different things like that. I'm gonna time it and see how long it takes me to inflate my bag with this. I'm not gonna make you watch. I'll come back when it's done and let you know. Okay, fully inflated. It took about a minute to completely inflate it. Turn some lights on in here. Ugh. So yeah, took about a minute. So I just realized my sleeping pad is actually longer than this tent. I think, at least this way it is. I'm gonna flip it around, see if it fits better that way. Whew. I'm sweating. Just gonna lay here for a minute, take a break. I was hoping to be able to have a fire out here, but there's just no foliage to hide the flames. And if I have a fire in the middle of the median, somebody's definitely gonna notice that. So I'm not gonna do it. Would have been cool though. It is too long for this tent, so what I had to do was put it vertical from corner to corner. That corner to that corner. I'll just have to sleep on it that way. It doesn't really matter to me. Well, pretty much done with setup, so now I think I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna lay on my pad for a little bit probably watch some YouTube. It's weird, I like to watch other stealth campers while I'm stealth camping. I just think it's fun. Anyways, I will check back in a little bit. Well, I've been sitting here for a while. I'm pretty bored actually. There's not much to do. I was gonna show you everything I brought in my pack for tonight, but I really didn't bring much. I brought my sleeping bag, the tent of course, my sleeping mat, and I bought some stuff to drink and eat, and I'll show you that later. But that really is it. I did bring my camping stove, some of these hand and feet warmers for later because it's supposed to get kind of cold. Oh, and I did bring this hatchet in case someone tries to do murder on me. I will not go down easily, but other than that, like, that's it. It gets pretty boring out here after you get everything set up, and especially a camp like this where I feel like I don't want to jinx myself, but I feel like I don't have to worry too much about being super quiet and stuff. So in my corn maze video, right at the end, I was like, oh, it looks like I got away with it. And then a truck pulled up. I didn't show this on camera, but when I left, he actually got out of his truck and was like, pulled his phone out, and I stopped and talked to him. And I told him that my wife was picking me up from a long hike that I'd been on because I had my big bag on and everything. He was like, oh, okay, okay. So, but yeah, I don't want to jinx myself. In my last video, it wasn't a stealth camp, which I do apologize for, but it was something that happened in my life that I was super excited for, so I just wanted to talk about my experience there. If you didn't watch it, I was on the television show The Beast Games, and I did a YouTube video with Mr. Beast. So I just wanted to talk about that. I know they say that when you have a channel, like this is a channel about camping, you're not really supposed to just kind of do other videos. But I was just too excited. It's the first time in my life anything like that has ever happened to me. So I was just super excited about that and wanted to share it. But from now on, it'll be just camping videos. Unless people request something like that, you can, I mean, I don't know. But from now on, it'll just be camping videos. Unless something super cool happens, unless, I mean, maybe I do another Mr. Beast video, I'm going to talk about it, you know, who wouldn't? But for the most part, 99% of these videos are going to be me camping. It won't all be stealth camping. I have some other fun ideas for camping too that I want to do that aren't really stealth. And if that's something you enjoy, then please subscribe. I think something like 85% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. So if even like 10% of you guys would subscribe, that would be freaking awesome. But yeah, just wanted to touch on that for a second because I did feel kind of bad because I know the 200 subscribers I do have right now, they probably don't tune in to watch me talk about being on a television show, but it was just so exciting, you know, and I wanted to share my story with you guys. So, but anyways, that's all I wanted to say about that. I have nothing else to say. So it's like, I just checked the weather, it's like 49 degrees now, so I've already busted out one of these. It's actually a foot warmer. You know, it's the hot hands, but this one's a foot warmer. And so I opened this up and I stuck it inside my bag, or that's where I've had it at. And it's actually heating up my sleeping bag pretty well. Yeah, that's really working. I've got a couple more of them. Like I said, I hate the cold. I lived in Minnesota for about 2 years, and I love the state, but oh my God, the weather was so bad. Like, it was routinely like negative 20 degrees. If it got up to like 0, people were wearing shorts. That's how cold it was. As soon as you walk outside, like the moisture in my nostrils would just freeze up instantly. and it would burn so freaking bad. But anyways, I hate the cold weather. That's why it's really hard for me to get out and camp when it's like in the 20s here. I'm in Alabama right now, but even in the 20s, it's like, oh, I can't stand it. Like the 40s, I'm cold, but I can deal with that. Deal with it by having hot hands and things like that. One thing I've noticed since starting these videos is that I am going bald, and that sucks. Like I can really see it when I'm editing the videos and stuff. I have some big ears, so I cannot be without hair. I will look so stupid. I mean, I am 40 years old, so I did make it a pretty good while before my hair started thinning. My dad was, I think, 12, and he was completely bald. No, he really was like 20, 21, something like that. Sorry if you're watching, Dad. Didn't mean to call you out like that, but oh my gosh. If you've never watched yourself on video or something, it really sucks. You get very self-conscious about every little thing, and I can definitely tell I'm going bald. Maybe not bald, but my hair is thinned out a lot. Maybe I'll get on some of those pills or something. I don't know. I can't be bald. Before I cook, I want to show you this new little cooking set I got. I had been using just this pot that I found out in the woods and it kind of got bent up and really wasn't working out anymore, so I finally broke down and bought an actual camp cooking set. I paid like $15 for it on Amazon, but here it is. This comes in here. It comes with this little frying pan thing. Handles pop out. That. And then you have this. That is the lid for it. It came with this little spatula spoon thing. A spork. It's pretty cool. Folds up. A sponge to clean it with. Also this little spoon ladle thing. Oh no, I think I broke it. And these two bowls. And of course the pot, which is what I'm probably going to be using most of the time. But it's a pretty good little kit. I mean, it looks like a pretty good little kit for like $15. I haven't actually used it yet. I'm going to heat my food up, and I mean heat my food up because I'm not really cooking, because this camp, I wasn't really prepared for it, and I was just trying to get here before it got dark. It gets dark so early now. It gets dark at like 4:30. So I just stopped by Crystal's and got some burgers. If you don't know what Crystal's is, in the West Coast, it is White Castle. So it's the same thing, Crystal's and White Castle. So I just got some of these burgers. I'm gonna try and heat them up in my pan. I'm just gonna cook this really low heat because I'm really just trying to warm these up. I'm trying to do a really cool flip. Hey! I can hear it sizzling, so maybe it's working. At the very least, I'll have nice warm bread. Maybe not meat, but the bread will be nice and warm. Oh, no! I dropped the camera, my bad. Oh, look at the grill marks. Huh? Whoops, wrong way. Okay, I'm not gonna make you watch me do this over and over again because I'm gonna cook every little burger like that. And I have like 5 of them. Oh, no, no, no. I wasn't thinking and I just sat this hot pan down on my tent. It doesn't seem to have melted it though, so that's good. I'm gonna put some mustard on here. It's actually pretty warm, even the meat is warm. And I got some packs of mustard. I'm gonna put the mustard on here, I'm gonna eat it, and then I'm gonna cook another one. I'm gonna repeat that process about 5 times. That's what we're eating tonight. I have something cool to drink though, and I'll show you that in just a second. It's actually pretty good. I just got done heating up another Crystal burger. I'm gonna get this drink out. If you've never had this before, it's called ramune. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how it's spelled, ramune. And it's a Japanese soft drink. It's really neat. So it comes with this contraption on top, and you have to poke this out, right? You don't need that anymore. You just need this little piece here. And inside the top of this is a marble. And when you take this piece and press it down, the marble drops down into the chamber. And then you'll have a little marble floating around, but it can't get down into the actual drink itself. It stays up here. Has these little divots in it, and that's, you drink that way, and the marble will stay right there. It can't come back out again either, but it's really neat. It tastes really good. It is kind of expensive though. This is only 6.7 ounces, and they're about $1.75 each at Walmart. So it's more of a kind of like a dessert or a treat, really. I wouldn't just drink it as my regular drinks. But here we go. I'll show you. I'm gonna push this plunger down, and then the marble, I'm trying to make it where you can see the marble. Oh no, where'd that go? Okay, well, my top piece just flew off, so I gotta find it real quick. Oh, I found it. Oh, there we go. See the marble? And you gotta hold your hand on here for a few seconds, because I have had it shoot the drink out of the top. Then we just throw that part away. Here we go. It's delicious. Okay, I'm gonna finish eating, drink my ramune, and then probably watch some shows on my phone or something. I still got like 3 more of these to heat up, so I'm gonna do that. And then see what happens after that. I'm done eating, but I do have one more thing that I forgot to show you. I've never seen these before. Honey bun donuts. Never had them before. Hopefully they're good. That's what I got for dessert tonight. It tastes like a honey bun. I forgot to bring a pillow. I always forget the freaking pillow. I think I remember to bring one once. So that's no fun. Plus, I've discovered that my sleeping pad here is deflating. So I've already had to re-air it up twice. So it's definitely going to deflate on me during the night. I am so cold. I've got another one of these feet hot hands. Just taking them and throwing them inside my sleeping bag, and it works pretty well. It's heating up the inside of my bag. And I've got a couple more too that I'm saving for when I actually go to sleep. You got to shake them up really good. The oxygen flows through, and that's what causes the chemical reaction. You know, you can actually reuse these things if you open one and then decide not to use it. You can put it into a Ziploc bag and squeeze all the air out of it, and that will stop the chemical reaction. And then the next time you open it, it'll get warm again. I've had these feet ones for like 2 years now, so they're probably, well, I know they're nowhere near as good as a new one, because I've already used one and it lasted like 2 hours maybe, and they're supposed, the feet ones are supposed to last for 9 hours. These are new. My wife put them in my stocking. Thank you, babe. These should last the actual 10 hours like it says it will. So I'm gonna need a new sleeping mat. I guess that's what I get for buying everything off of Facebook Marketplace. But I mean, it lasted for like 5 or 6 trips. But still, it should last way longer than that. But I only paid $10 for it, I think, $10 or $15, so I guess it's worth 5 or 6 trips for $10. I'm gonna have to buy another one. I feel like there's just some things, like I try to camp with as cheap as gear as I can get. Like when I say cheap, I mean like still okay stuff, you know, like decent stuff. But sometimes I think you just have to spend a little money to get quality items. I think maybe a sleep mat, a sleeping pad is one of those items. Because there's nothing worse than not being able to sleep when you're out here doing this. Traffic is still pretty heavy. I don't know if you can hear it in the background or not, but it's very loud to me here. Anyways, I'll check back in later, and then I'll probably try and go to sleep. Instead of putting the hand warmer, or actually foot warmer, in my sleeping bag, I came up with a new plan. Check this out. I stuck it to the top of my head, and I just pull my hood up over it. And that's been working pretty well. It's just I mean, other than it looking like I have a tampon stuck to my head, it's working out great. About 10 o'clock. I'm gonna try and go to sleep. I know I probably won't be able to, but I'm gonna lay here and at least try. Hopefully I'll fall asleep, sleep through the night. I'm gonna get some of these hot hands, put them in my bag with me to help keep me warm. And if anything happens throughout the night, I will turn the camera back on and let you guys know. But if not, then I will see you in the morning. Good night. So I just heard a train somewhere nearby, and then I heard this loud, like howling sound. It has to be a coyote. Can't hear it now. Traffic's coming by again, so it's drowning out any other sounds. It scared me though. It was pretty crazy sound. Just really didn't sound anything like that, but something like that. You guys, you want to see me on the Beast games? I'm going to show you all the camera time that I got. You ready? You have to look closely. Wait for it. I'm right there. And then this is me getting eliminated. Bye-bye. It was super fun though. Okay, well, that's all I have for now. I'm gonna lay back down. See ya. Good morning. It is about 6:30 a.m. The sun is starting to come up. So I'm gonna get my stuff packed up so I can get out of here. It won't be too hard to get my pad packed up because it is completely flat. I'm basically just laying on the ground now. I did not sleep very well. I did not sleep very well at all last night. I know I said I like the sound of traffic, but some of these trucks using their engine brakes super loud. But the worst part was this pad being flat. Stayed pretty warm though. So that's good. Alright, I'm gonna get everything packed up so I can start to head out of here. Good morning. Traffic's already getting super busy, so I've got to get out of here. One last shot of the most unstealthiest stealth setup ever before I take her down. Alrighty, let's get this down and get out of here. I've got everything packed up, got my spot all cleaned up. You can see where my tent was. I'm ready to go, so we'll start heading out. Bring you guys back when we get a little closer to the interstate. Well, my truck's still there, so it's a good sign. Alright guys, we're crossing the interstate. My battery is almost dead. If you watch this far, please think about subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.